In this video, we're going to be installing an MBRP exhaust on the Challenger. Let's get into it. So all you're going to need to do to take this exhaust out is loosen these two bolts right here. So it's loose enough to kind of spin the bracket around. Then you're going to come back to buy the diff. You're going to disconnect both of your active exhaust sensors if you have that. And then also what we're going to do is drop this bolt up here to drop this entire hanger down just so it's easier to remove the rubber bushing. And then finally, we're going to come back here and there's a 13 right up on top of the muffler. We're going to drop that down, drops the bracket, and then the exhaust is out. X pipe, resonators, active exhaust delete pipes, muffler deletes, chrome tips. Can't forget the clips, never, never, never. I'm bracing the exhaust up right now, so that way, since it is heavy, it doesn't just fall out the car when I take the bolts off. Let's pop both these bolts off real quick and get this disconnected. Loose now. Take these bolts out. These, once you loosen them, because it's kind of tight to get in there, it'll sit on this, and then you can just spin the bolts out. Now for the next side. Okay, got these bolts out. Now let's grab our 13 with an extension and get this muffler bracket off. Got one. Two. Now all we have to do is lower these lifts down a little bit and get the middle part off of the hook that's over here, so that way it'll start sagging down, and give it a yank so that way it comes out of the X pipe up there. See, now it's all loose back here. Take this one down, hold it up, give it a big yank. I'm gonna bring somebody in to help me with that because I want this to come out as one piece. Hey Zach, I'm gonna bring you in, come here.
Hello.
Now we're gonna lift up and like give it a yank. When you loosen it all up and you're ready to take it out, hit the bottom of these a little bit. Make sure they're really loose. It is really heavy. I do recommend 2 people. Let's get the new one in.
Yeah, resonators, you see that?
I have to take the rubber bushings off the stock exhaust so we can swap it onto the new exhaust. There we go. Boom. Now let's go put these on the other one. Tightening up the exhaust hanger bolts that we took off with the exhaust hangers. That way we can go ahead and hang the muffler delete. Now we're installing the active exhaust pipe that deletes it. Then we have to transfer over the active exhaust actuator sensor from the old exhaust and bolt it onto this one. So that way it's still there and you don't get a code. If I had soapy water, it'd be great. Literally, that was way too difficult.
I think it's because guys were recording.
Now we have one side of the resonator in, we're gonna get the other resonator in and bolt it up. Leave everything loose so that way we can line everything up and then get the muffler in and the tips and then bolt everything down. Trying to better myself for YouTube. Putting the resonator in, attaching it to this pipe. Slide that over there. Just like that. There. Now, if you want cool points, spin the resonator to where you can see the nice MBRP indent on the side. Work cool like that. I'm now taking the rubber exhaust mount from the muffler tips as well as transferring this ground strap over. Put the muffler rubber bushings back up into place. All the same hardware. Second one. When you're tightening this down, there's like a little lip and a hole that it goes into, so I make sure it's lined up because it's only one bolt that holds it. Just make sure when you put it up there, you have that in place. Next up, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the mufflers, which is like a muffler delete, and pop these up in there, bolt them down, and then we can tighten everything up, slap the chrome tips on, and get a cold start. There we go. Now I got the muffler in place. Go ahead and slide it into the bushing. Pop this on. Huh. Actually, it's a perfect fit. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten the rest of it down. Let's get this second one on. And we'll get a cold start. Jeez. You know, sometimes you should check your batteries. And now I have to do this manual way because Ratchet died. Final stretch. Going down. We got the exhaust done. As you can see right here, this is what it sounded like before. Now let's go get it fired up to here after.